What kind of respect do you see throughout your job?
Respect
Yes.
for the people that I work with and for you kids. I think you should be treated respect and you should give me respect back.
What is the favorite part of your job?
Seeing you guys happy.
Okay.
How would you define respect within your job?
Respect for my job. Well, I think that I should make sure I consider other people's feelings and their emotions. If they're having a bad day, try to cheer them up and show them respect and love.
You're good at that.
Thank you very much.
When did you start this?
I started 14 years ago.
Oh. Do you enjoy the atmosphere around your job?
I love my job. I love you kids.
Thank you.
Do you feel comfortable with the amount of respect that you get?
Yes, I do.
What is the main part of your job?
Main part of my job is cooking the meals and all the government paperwork that goes on behind the scenes that no one knows about.
That's really funny because we just said what goes on behind the scenes that people don't know about.
Well, there, I nailed that one, didn't I?
Yeah.
There's a lot of paperwork and a lot of requirements, and
I did not know that.
I have, like on our vegetables, you guys don't like the vegetables. I have a list that I have to serve out of these 5 categories every week. So that's why you get some of the different vegetables that I serve.
Awesome.
What is your name and what is your job?
My name is Matt Schaffelberger. I'm a pharmacist at CVS Pharmacy in Van Wert, Ohio.
All right. What kind of respect do you see throughout your job?
I see respect between the other pharmacists that work there, the pharmacist and the customers, and the pharmacist and the doctors, and the pharmacist and the other workers.
What is your favorite part of your job?
Probably helping the customer, and I like to figure things out. I like to do some detective work sometimes.
What is your normal daily routine?
Okay, normal daily routine. If I open up the pharmacy, get the computers all turned on, do a little bit of paperwork, check for prescriptions that need inputted, and then the girls start filling and I start checking.
How would you define respect throughout your job?
I think respect is defined not only between pharmacists themselves, they have to respect each other to do their job together, but between the customer and the pharmacist, the customer and the doctor.
When did you start this career?
1992.
How much paperwork do you have to do in one day?
Usually maybe about 5 or 10 minutes is all. Everything's on computer.
Do you enjoy the atmosphere in your job?
Most of the time, yes. It gets a little hectic sometimes, but
Do you feel comfortable with the amount of respect you get?
for the most part, 99.9% of the time, yes. I would say I do.
What is the main part of your job?
Main part of my job is verifying that prescriptions are filled correctly, that the medicine is correct in the bottle, checking for drug interactions, and interacting with doctors and customers when customers have questions.
Well, do you enjoy the atmosphere within your job?
99% of the time. 0.9% of the time I do, yes.
Do you feel comfortable with the amount of respect you get?
Yes, I would say so.
What is the main part of your job?
Main part of my job would be verifying that prescriptions are filled properly with the right medicine and that there are no drug interactions between anything for patients, and interacting with doctors and answering customers' questions.
What goes on behind the scenes that people don't know about?
We goof around a little bit. Probably the biggest thing is that I do more than just count pills. I count pills maybe 1% of the time while I'm at work. The other 99% I'm doing other things.
How old were you when you wanted this job?
Probably 15 or 16.
Last question. How many years of college did you have to take in order to have this job?
5. at the Ohio State University.
Thank you for doing this Respect PBL project-based learning thing.
Davis, an agriculturalist or farmer.
What kind of respect do you see throughout your job?
Respect for the land, respect for the environment, respect for the people you deal with on a daily basis, who you buy products from, and the general public that you have to come in contact with on a daily basis.
What is your favorite part of your job?
The reward and seeing hard work pay off.
What is your normal daily routine?
Well, I really don't have a normal daily routine. A farmer never knows what might happen. You might be broke down one morning and you might not be broke down. The weather might rain and you might change your whole plans. It might have a school delay and you stay home with your kids. But there's always something to be done.
How would you define respect within your job?
How I define it?
Mhm.
I don't know. Common courtesy, politeness, and professionalism.
When did you start this career?
Actually, when I was 12 years old, I started helping my uncle farm during the summers, and I'd spend the night at their house. And then I would consider that in 1996, I quit my full-time job to start to farm.
Okay. How much paperwork do you have to do in one day?
In one day, some days I don't do any paperwork. But I always am thinking about managing money and where our money's at and how long it has to last us, and that's always in the back of my mind. But you do have paperwork to do, but I just plan a day when I can do it.
Do you enjoy the atmosphere of your job?
Oh, most
Or
definitely.
in your job?
Most definitely.
And do you feel comfortable with the amount of respect you get?
Yes, but sometimes not. The most disrespect that I come across on a daily basis is when we move farm equipment on the roads. That's one of the most dangerous things we do, and it seems like the general public doesn't realize that we're trying to get 25-foot piece of equipment down a 15-foot road, and we can't always see cars we come in contact with, and that's probably the least respect we get in our jobs.
What is the main part of your job?
What is the main part? To manage our time wisely, don't make financial mistakes, and try not to redo our work once we do start farming.
What goes on behind the scenes that people don't know about a farmer?
Probably something that people don't realize about being a farmer is the stress level of making your money last and managing your money, making sure you don't make financial mistakes, and that technology and bookkeeping are two time-consuming things in being a farmer that a lot of people don't realize. They just think that we're in a tractor a lot or driving a semi a lot or working on equipment.
How old were you when you wanted this job?
I think I wanted to farm when I was 2 or 3. I remember my first Christmas getting my first tractor, and I just knew growing up that if there was any way, anyhow, I wanted to become a farmer, just for the reasons that looked like it would be the coolest job ever, to be outside working and working on, back then it was old tractors, and I think from 3 years old on.
How many years of college did you have to take in order to have this job?
I had physically never took college for this, to be a farmer. I did go to school for John Deere when I worked there, which is beneficial to being a farmer. I'm not going to kid you there, but no, I don't have any education to become a farmer.
We learned that, I learned that pharmacists don't do more than just fill prescriptions and put medicine in bottles. They have to do paperwork, and they have to make sure that two different pills don't like combine and make something weird and hurt someone or something.
I learned that lunch ladies, they don't just make the lunches, they have to put a certain amount from a certain list of vegetables onto the plate, and they have to go buy the food.
And I learned that there is many people that we do not respect in this county, and I feel bad for doing that, so I will definitely respect more people in this county. And I also learned that farmers have a different schedule every single day that's never the same.